ونصح الأمة. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم، وبارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد. Dear brothers and sisters in Islam, Quran is the word of God. It is the ultimate truth, and the guidance revealed to his Prophet Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam is the best guidance. I bear witness that there is no deity but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and I bear witness that he sent his messenger Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam with the deen al-haq, with the truth, to guide people to the straight path. Prophet Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam delivered the message and fulfilled the trust. I ask you and myself to be among those who are conscious of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. God consciousness is the key to happiness in this life and in the hereafter. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala promised to provide for those who remain conscious of Him, and He promised to deliver them from any difficulty that they would be facing in this life. وَمَنْ يَتَّقِ اللَّهِ يَجْعَلْ لَهُ مَخْرَجًا وَيَرْزُقْهُ مِنْ حَيْثُ لَا يَحْتَسِبُ. And in the hereafter, He promised gardens under which rivers flow. On a very similar day to this day, a long time ago, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed to His Prophet this verse: أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم اليوم أكملت لكم دينكم وأتممت عليكم نعمتي ورضيت لكم الإسلام دين. Today I have perfected your religion, I have completed my favor upon you, and I have chosen the submission as a way of life for you. This verse was revealed to Prophet Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam on the day of Arafah in his farewell pilgrimage, and it happened that the day of Arafah in that year was Friday. Three messages that we get from this verse. Number one is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has perfected His religion. He delivered, He gave us the Quran, and He revealed to Prophet Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam parts of His Sunnah. So everything we need to know about Islam, and we need to know so that we can live a submission way of life, has been delivered to us. Nobody can change it, nobody can add, nobody can take out from it. Although many people try to tamper with the Quran, but because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells the truth remains as is, intact. The Quran has never been changed and will never be changed until the day of judgment, inshallah. The second part of the message is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala completed His favor upon us. And what more can we want than a way of life that guarantees happiness in this life and guarantees salvation in the hereafter? That's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, this is the favor that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has bestowed upon us through the Quran and the Sunnah of the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam. And the third part of the message is that the way of life that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has chosen for His servants is a way of life where they submit to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Following Sayyidina Ibrahim, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told him, submit, and he said, I submit to the Lord of the world. Submission is the meaning of the Arabic word Islam, but it also captures the essence of the deen of Islam. The way of life of Islam is to submit to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And when we submit to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we are promised a good life in this earth, and the safety and from hellfire, and the promise of the garden of the paradise. I want to talk about this a little bit, but I want to talk first about the day that this verse has been revealed to Prophet Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam. As I said, it was a Friday, and it was a day of Arafah. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed these 2 days greatly. Prophet Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam says about Friday that there is no day better than Friday. ما من يوم أكثر The Prophet ﷺ said, خير يوم طلعت عليه الشمس يوم الجمعة. The best day that has seen sun rising is يوم الجمعة. And he told us that يوم الجمعة is the day when Adam was created, when Adam was admitted to paradise, when Adam was driven out of paradise, and when the day of judgment will happen. So it is a great day for us. Another thing that the Prophet ﷺ told us about Friday is that فيه ساعة لا يوافقها عبد مسلم وهو قائم يصلي يسأل الله عز وجل شيئا إلا أعطاه إياه. The Prophet ﷺ said there is a short period during the Friday during which if a person is standing up praying for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala anything, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala promised to give it to him or bestow it upon him or accept his dua. But the Prophet ﷺ never told us anything about when this short period will be. So it is a very much similar to Laylat al-Qadr. We know that Laylat al-Qadr is one of the last nights of Ramadan, but we don't know which one of them. And we know that if we make dua during Laylat al-Qadr, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will accept that dua. Here too, there is a short time during Friday that we don't know which time is it, but we know that if we make dua during that short period, it will be accepted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the idea behind this is that we make a lot of dua on Friday, we make a lot of salah on the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam. He said in another hadith, during Friday, make great many times the prayers for me. Because every time we say, Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala resurrects him to hear that prayer that we have sent for him. So Friday is a very blessed day. Arafah is also a very blessed day. The day of Arafah is the Islamic feature of the rituals of Hajj. Most of the rituals of Hajj were there before Islam. Tawaf about the Kaaba is as old as the age of the Kaaba itself. When the Prophet Ibrahim was asked to طاهر بيتي للطائفين والعاكفين والركع السجود, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commanded Sayyidina Ibrahim to raise al-qawa'id min al-bayt, to raise the foundation of the house and to clean it and purify it so that people can pray. People would go to the house and they would make tawaf. So there are, when the Islam came, the al-wuquf bi-Arafah, standing on the day of Arafah in that valley and asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for His forgiveness, is a basic feature of pilgrimage. And the Prophet ﷺ in a way expresses this by saying al-hajj Arafah. Pilgrimage is essentially the day of Arafah. Not that we can ignore the other rituals, but Arafah is an essential part of the rituals of pilgrimage. The Prophet ﷺ told us that he hopes that if we fast Arafah, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala promises to erase the sins of a previous year and a following year. So there are a great benefit in the fasting the day of Arafah as well, and remembering Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala during the day of Arafah. And the nice thing about it is that Arafah is a great day for people who are making pilgrimage, but also it's a great day for people who have not been blessed by going to pilgrimage. Like us, for example, we are here, but we earn the benefit of Arafah as well. We can fast, we can pray, we can ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala whatever we wish to have to happen to us, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala promised to look at us and to accept our dua and to forgive our sins the previous year and the next year. So there is a significance for this very significant and comprehensive verse to be revealed on such a very blessed day for the only at the time that the Prophet ﷺ performed Hajj only one time in his life. I want to go back now to the third message in that verse, and which says that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has chosen the way of life of submission for us. Islam here, Wallahu A'lam, is not really referring to the religion of Islam as such, but it is referring to the way of life that is based on submission to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this is a very important concept, because there are many things that we do not understand, and we do. We don't understand the hikmah behind it, but we do it because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commanded us to do it. So the principle here is that not to ask why I'm doing this or why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is asking me to do this, but the essence of submission is to ask who. And if it is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who commanded us to do this, then we submit. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asked Ibrahim to submit, and he submitted. And now Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam showed this submission in several places during his life. Sayyidina Ibrahim was an old man, and he wanted a son, and he prayed Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to have a son, and he gave him Ismail. And when Ismail was born, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asked him to take Ismail alayhi salam and his mother and leave them in a barren desert. And when you look at this, leaving a woman and a newly born child in this desert alone, how long they can survive. They were given some water and some food, and they were left in this barren desert. There is no water, there are no people. There might be beasts roaming around. But Sayyidina Ibrahim never hesitated, and he did what he was commanded to do. And on leaving that place, leaving them alone, he said, ربنا إني أسكنت من ذريتي بواد غير ذي زرع عند بيتك المحرم ربنا ليقيموا الصلاة فاجعل أفئدة من الناس تهوي إليهم وارزقهم من الثمرات لعلهم يشكرون. On leaving from that place, Sayyidina Ibrahim prayed to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He said, "Oh my Lord, I have settled part of my family in this barren place in the precincts of your holy house." Why? رَبَّنَا لِيُقِيمُوا الصَّلَاةِ, so that they can establish prayer. So provide for them and make the hearts of people yearn to them so that they may be grateful. This is a dua for one who knows that they will survive, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will take care of them, that they will have the strength to establish prayer. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will provide for them, and that this place which is empty will be full of people because everyone yearns to going to pilgrimage. And this is what we see now, and what we have seen over the last 1400 years. People, the dream of everyone, the dream of every Muslim is to go to Mecca to perform Hajj. This is the dua of Sayyidina Ibrahim. You can look at the thamarat, the provisions that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bestowed on the people of this city. So this is submission. He did not ask why I would leave and how can I leave them. He understood it is a command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and he fulfilled. When Sayyidina Ismail grew to be a young man, just able to seek his livelihood, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commanded Sayyidina Ibrahim to sacrifice him. And again, Sayyidina Ibrahim never hesitated. But the first thing that Sayyidina Ibrahim did is that he went to Sayyidina Ismail and asked him, I have been commanded to do this. What do you think? And Sayyidina Ismail said, يا أبت افعل ما تؤمر ستجدني إن شاء الله من الصالحين. Sayyidina Ismail said, my father, do whatever you have been commanded, you will find me a perseverant one. He never asked him, why are you doing this? And how can you sacrifice your only son? And how long have you been waiting for the son to come around? And then you want to sacrifice him? He didn't ask that. He said, افعل ما تؤمر. Do whatever you have been commanded by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The third example of another result here, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said Sayyidina Ismail and وَفَدَيْنَاهُ بِذِبْحٍ عَظِيمٍ, and he gave the ram Sayyidina Ibrahim who sacrificed it. And imagine in your mind that for the last 1400 years until the end of time, people, Muslims, whether they are making pilgrimage or they are staying home and making a sacrifice. On the day of Adha, you sacrifice and you give 1/3 of your sacrifice to the poor people. and you get a reward for this. And Sayyidina Ismail will get a reward for each and every animal that has been sacrificed from the day this Hajj was implemented to the day of Jannah. How much a reward is this? And that will not reduce our reward. The third example of submission is the submission of Sayyida Hajar. When Sayyidina Ibrahim took her to the barren place and left her in that desert, and he was leaving her with little water and little food, and she panicked. She asked him, "Are you gonna leave us like that?" He said, "Yes." Then she came to her senses, she came to her faith, and she asked him, "Did Allah ask you to do this?" And when he said yes, her response was, Allah will not abandon us. Allah will لن يضيعنا. Allah will not abandon us. He will take care of us. And as a result of her submission to the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah rewarded her with a great feature. A sa'i that we perform in Hajj is the legacy of Sayyida Hajar, because she went back and forth between the mountains to see if there is a caravan coming. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put that sa'i, put that ritual as integral part in Hajj. Every time you go to perform Hajj or Umrah, you make sa'i. And you remember that this sa'i is the effort of a Sayyida Hajar. So when you stand back and look at this, a man, a woman, a father, a mother, and a son, living the life of submission to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This gives you the model for the Muslim family, which should live and should espouse the submission way of life. That's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us about our way of life, which will guarantee our happiness in this life and our salvation in the hereafter. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم. ادعوا الله وأنتم موقنون بالإجابة. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم، وبارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم اغفر للمؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات الأحياء منهم والأموات. اللهم ارفع مقتك وغضبك عنا. اللهم إنك عفو كريم تحب العفو فاعف عنا. اللهم لا تجعل لنا في هذا اليوم العظيم ذنبا إلا غفرته، ولا عيبا إلا سترته، ولا دينا إلا قضيته، ولا مريضا إلا شفيته، ولا ميتا إلا رحمته، ولا حاجة هي لك رضا ولنا فيها صلاح إلا قضيتها ويسرتها يا أرحم الراحمين. عباد الله، إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. أقم الصلاة.